Well, hello. And welcome back to Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire, here on Buto Plays Whatever. In our previous episode, we are on the hunt for Eothos, and we ended up making our way over to this little island where there's a bunch of snake people. And Eothos has destroyed many, killed dozens of people, but we've been fighting snake people. We ended up dying, due to some unforeseen circumstances. Then the game kind of glitched, and then so loaded it. When we came back, we went a different... The game wasn't glitched anymore, and we're able to go in the kitchen, and now we've made our way over here. I have no idea what's on the outside of this, but we shall see what it is. Go in super sneaky mode, and we'll continue on with the journey. So if you guys are ready, if you're super ready, where the heck did we come out at? Where are we at? Oh, so that's the kitchen. We made our way to the other side of the kitchen. Interesting. So we didn't advance exactly too far. But we are almost to the lighthouse. So we can go around the back way. Yeah, so we had to go that way because this place was all dark over here. Which was really random. So if we can sneak past the snake people, I mean, that'd be really helpful. And collect all this money simultaneously? That's even better. So, what else is there to sneak through here? Let's keep sneaking, man. That's what my party's about. We're a bunch of sneaksters. But yeah, we died. And, that's just the way it happens, man. Oh.
Open.
Interesting. My mechanics are too low. But these guys are dead. We got this. Look at this guy run to the back line. Dude, he went straight for my freaking sorcerer. Which was just the worst mistake ever. I mean, he died. My sorcerer died, but that's okay. Alright. Kill these goons. My dude took some damage, so he's got a little bit of bleeding. That's fine. You will survive. So... Oh, man. My mechanics are too freaking low. What's this? Once a note. See? Okay, so it's just a records. We'll take it. I can't even try, huh? Yep, can't even really try. Kinda sucks. Yeah, I've learned I've got to specialize in things a little bit more. I was kind of diversifying because it was kind of easy, but yeah, I got to really start pounding down like better things. So now that we got that sorted on out, let's keep making our way. Well, my boy, he's a little hurt, but he'll be okay. And we're actually right at the lighthouse, I think now. After all that sneaking. Sneak, sneak, sneak. So yeah, I hope you guys are ready, man. I hope you guys are ready for this. And it's like, I'm gonna die, but the thing about dying is you learn from your death. And I hope you guys are learning too. You're like, oh yeah, I should definitely go this way and do these things because, man, this game is pretty hardcore. So, where are we at? Okay, so we're coming around the front of the lighthouse.
We're not alone.
No, we're not. Now, I've been meaning to try something. So let's select me. And let's see if I can't place a conclusive... No, you know what? Let's just place a bear trap right here. Yeah, that's fine. No, I want to get to the back line. Okay, so that's the wyverns. Yeah, it's like that. It's like... That is such a good thing. I mean, just to give us numerous targets. Oh, that was bad. At least I didn't take damage. I mean, giving us numerous freaking targets is a good thing.
That looks complicated.
Does it? It's like, who would not have those things? I mean, none of that was selected beforehand. Okay, so here we are. Save the day. Take this fine pistol. Take this note. I have no idea what it is. What is this? Or expanded design. Anything else for us to steal in here? So let's be sneaky about things. There is a dog in here. Hey, pup. What's up with you? Dog watches you approach, his ears forward, and head cocked.
Uh-oh. We got a ferocious beast watching us. And he looks like he's got a very itchy belly.
You want to come with us, buddy? Takes a few tentative steps forward and sniffs your hand. He lowers his head under your fingers and looks up at you expectantly. Scratch behind his ears. He closes his eyes and raises his head, helping you to find just the right spot. After several seconds of this, he stands and shakes himself off, ready to follow. Now, with that being said, has anybody else got that unlocked yet to have a follower? So it's just me. So, where are my companions on it? Did they just go back to the boat? I mean, because I remember picking up a poodle, too, along the way. Okay, so there's the dog. Okay, so these give things. +1 intellect grants pet party-wide effects. +1 stealth, +1 survival. Now, we found that poodle while I'm back. I wonder where the heck that thing went. I mean, we stole a poodle a while I'm back. +1 stealth, +1 survival. +1 intellect is alright. But +1 stealth and +1 survival, man. That's a done deal. That's a done deal. So, we didn't kidnap that freaking poodle? Maybe not. Okay. We sure as heck got this guy. So, we are definitely stealthier. Now. And we're definitely more survival-y. Okay, so we've made our way on out. Around all this nonsense. And we've upgraded from a bird to a dog. Which is pretty good. I will take that. Making our way. Now, what's down here? We can't go down there. Okay. And our stealth is up. I like that. Stealth effects are good. It's like, looking back, I wish I hadn't gone with the illusionist. I mean, it's alright, but I rarely use the ability. And if we could have gone like, I don't know, just straight on without, like maybe even the assassin mode or something like that, it would have been probably better off. But those are the things you learn later on. It's like, I was thinking to myself at times, like, how many of these, sneak attacks are we going to get? Honestly, we could have got quite a few. The Lighthouse is quiet, but for soft, sibilant whispers, there's a repetitive, incantatory quality to them. Yet, as you cross the threshold, an old Naga with a skin like cracked leather breaks off. He swivels to face you, bearing one broken fang.
The sea-striped fiends send you to uproot the tree of the gods, yes?
Their blasphemy.
Their blasphemy knows no bounds.
Okay.
Go! Carry a warning of what you have seen to the other shufflers.
What warning do you expect me to deliver?
That shufflers must not disturb these roots, or the gods will destroy the islands again.
You're saying the gods brought ruin to the Deadfire before? He bears his broken fang in surprise.
Do your stories say nothing of the many disasters? Of the shuffler nests washed away like foam?
No.
Many generations ago, the sand-striped ones built great hives across the islands, and bastions around the Abdra roots.
I don't have the freaking history.
Their ancestors, yes. Their meddling displeased the gods. So the gods smashed their works with heaving volcanoes and crashing waves.
Okay.
You shufflers are beasts of habit. You do not learn. You cast off your sheddings by night, only to put them back on at daybreak. You wrap yourself in filthy, worn-out things. Our ancestors hid deep where the waters quenched the fires and muffled the storms. They remembered while shufflers scattered. Now, the shufflers build again. The gods see. They will tear them all down.
Okay. I'm just straight tell him, dude. I was sent by Barath.
The shuffler's tongue is thick with blasphemy. Kill him now, Suka.
Jaws and Tycho preparing to strike. His tail whips on the ground as he considers you.
If your fat tongue speaks true, then give us proof.
Look up. Barath, this would be a great time for one of your demonstrations. Nothing happens and I continues to watch you curious. We don't have enough religion. Promise not met. What would you consider proof?
I tell you, thick tongues lie. Forked tongues do not. If what you say is true, then surely you can speak with the dead.
Oh, yeah.
I will believe your words, only if I hear them from the tongue of my own people. Fool! See what the impiety of the sea-striped fiends has wrought. The sand-striped shufflers know better. But you others come, smooth-toned or furred or sea-striped, with blasphemous hunger. Now, foreign ones dig at these roots, and the deep hunter is with us no more. Now, the gods return to rain their punishment on these islands. Again.
What's the deep hunter?
The defender of the isles, the guardian of tides. Once
Is that the Kraken?
lived among us, in all bright, quiet places where shufflers did not go. But then, more came from distant lands. First few, then many. Now our deep hunter is gone.
I have to get to that. No one stands in my way, bub.
Looks like trouble.
So, I would like to kill that guy right off the bat. But it looks like we're just going to have to make our way there.
You're mine!
Oh, nope. Everybody needs to be on this.
How do you like that?
Confused and shaken and torn. Girl. Summon your mystical freaking powers. Okay, we're... Yes. I guess she'll do it when the time is right. Wait, what's going on here? What's my boy doing back there, man? Take out this totem first. Alright. Sorry to do that to you, bub. But you kind of left me no choice. Yeah, we'll take that, though. Okay, can I get my whole party selected? Dude, you. There we go.
Ready.
So, let's touch this thing.
As your hand touches the dim Adra, you feel the same cool, pricking sensation that you did when you touched the pillar near Port Mage. You concentrate on the pillar. The world around you swiftly falls away, leaving only the vast emptiness of the in-between. The Adra and a multitude of golden threads undulating off into the distance. For a second time, you gather the threads in your mind and bind them together, forming a solid tether that ripples out toward its distant anchor. Again, a crack sounds from the terminus. Your consciousness is violently pulled along the cord. You are prepared for the sensation this time, but are still disoriented when you come to a sudden stop. You find yourself standing behind a familiar Titanic statue as it trudges through invisible waters, standing at Aethys' shoulder. Your soul is dwarfed by the massive god's form. Energy pulses along the tether, each wave feeding the Adra's movements. He stops. His head cranes behind him, again accompanied by the sound of stone shearing and buckling. His eyes rest upon you. He does not reach for the cord, but considers you for a long span of silence before speaking.
Your first attempt to contact me was brave. This second attempt, is it born out of desperation or something else? Why do you continue to follow me, Watcher of Cadnua?
You destroyed my castle and ate my soul, jackass. Barath insists.
Yes, they must want answers. But why do the biddings of the gods matter to you?
Palanite will claim my life as forfeit if I don't find out what you're doing. Is it wrong to do out of love? When a guy asks me to do something, I don't question it.
That is a cruel bargain, to be a god's pawn.
It's great, actually. Barath even gave me special powers. It feels better than having a god demolish my castle and leave me for dead. I hate it, but I have no choice in the matter. You know what? Yeah.
I am sorry for what I did, but it was done for the hope of a better future.
Why?
Even a god needs strength. This form requires much more than that of a mortal kith. Without those souls in Cadnua, I would never have been able to free myself. This form is not one I took happily, but it is the one most suited to the task before me. I could not repeat the mistake I made with Widewin.
Aethys becomes silent. You can sense his presence advancing back along the cord between you. His energy flows over your hand, tendrils of light probing into the air around you. They poke and prod at the silent lost souls hovering in your vicinity.
You are in a unique position. In spite of the work of the Leaden Key and Hand Occult, you have seen through our facade. You know the gods' true nature. Without the benefit of your knowledge, few mortals would be willing to accept the true history of their gods. After all, we weren't. The last time I walked Aora, I made a mistake in not revealing my true purpose. I believe you would understand it better than most. Yes, I will tell you, but this is not the time. As I take this body farther from the lighthouse, the tether grows weaker, and I have already tarried too long. Soon this link will unravel completely. If I have not reached my destination when that happens, I will need to pull more souls from your world.
Where are you going? I'll meet you there.
The edges of Aethys' massive form blur and dissolve. The huge figure retreats from you. As it moves, the tether begins to rapidly unravel. As Aethys speaks, his voice sounds garbled, fragmented, and distant.
If you would know more, find me at the Ashen Maw in Margren's Teeth. I must rest there before I begin my final work. When I leave that place, you will not be able to follow. Before I go, I should return some of this to you. I still have need of the great power of your soul, but I can spare you this portion.
A pulse of energy moves back along the golden cord toward you. It feels familiar, comforting, even before it contacts you. Within the light, there is a dark core, roiling and violent, contrasting the warmth and brilliance of its outer shell.
I have seen the darkness in you, Watcher, but will not judge you for it. Never again. Take what is yours.
The energy washes over you, flooding you with feelings and memories you had thought long forgotten until they settle back into the cracks of your soul. And then the tether and cord snap, Aethys's figure evaporating into dust that mingles with the endless gray expanse. Heat rushes over you, and the uncomfortable sensation of the Audra Pillar's presence cuts off. The gloom of the in-between is pierced by the light of the living world. You are back in the lighthouse, no longer dim. The luminous Audra beside you is filled with warmth and light.
Interesting.
I am ready. At once.
So what is this guy up to? You know, what is this god's intention? What's at the top of this lighthouse? So he didn't... There's a freaking beam pointing from it, huh? Don't mind if I do. Interesting. Man, I gained a lot of freaking experience from that. Not even a level. I will take this guy's stuff. Okay. So. Apparently we have to rendezvous with this god. Oh, and these guys are retreating. Nice. Don't have to worry about that.
That's right. Keep slithering.
Some bold talk there, buddy. Bold talk. Now that we've done that, we can now get in this guy's office and we can go back to these people and tell them everything's gonna be all right. You guys are gonna be just fine. Don't need to worry about nothing no more.
Oh yeah, love hugging big shiny rocks much as the next freebooter. But mayhaps you want to be explaining the whole insensate drooling bit, Captain?
This is heading to the place called Magran's Teeth. I'm doing fine, really. Shrug, I'll live. It's strange, feeling part of my soul, of my body, of a god. More than ever, I'm determined to find Aethys. This is not what I expected.
That sounds ominous.
Yep, it does.
I was actually wondering about you, though. How are you holding up?
More than ever, I am determined to find this guy.
We made it to Sun in Shadow. We overcame Theos. We can do this.
I believe this to be true as well. Oh, it's his foot! I was like, what the heck is this, Puddles, man? So can I not get in there? Oh, okay, so that's not it. Oh, we've already been in here, so that's not a big whoop. Now, that just leaves in the water. Let's head back and talk to these peoples. But yeah, what's this all going to lead to? What is this God's master plan? I mean, he's just resurrecting souls. I don't think it's to,
Scale-bellied cowards! I knew they'd run!
Sure.
Look at our beacon. Even the Colossus couldn't destroy it. And those snakes aren't so tough now, are they?
Even though it's happening, you sound extremely confident. I think you mean good job. If you underestimated the dangers here before, it would be unwise to do so again. Never give up, never back down.
The lighthouse shines again. We survived.
You're just clutching yourself
It's
in there.
proof that our people can conquer anything. That our works can survive even here.
Okay.
The Hansanui will want to thank you personally for your help here. And she should also know what we're up against.
We're gonna find Hansanui.
She's usually at the Brass Citadel in Nakataka. Though she gets called to the palace often, haggling with the Queen and the Valians.
Actually, I'm headed to
Looking
Margaret's
for a
Teeth.
real challenge after what you did to those scale bellies? The only thing I know about the place is it's supposed to be made of fire. And no one's ever come back from it.
Okay.
But anything can be overcome. Clear skies.
Okay. Anybody else here? Ugh. Let's get on my ship. Okay, so we have bested the beasties. He didn't destroy the lighthouse. He didn't take, like, you know, the last pyre. He took all souls. But he didn't do it to this one. Now, at the top of the lighthouse, I mean, it was pointing. Is that directions that... Oh. What is up with all this? What is... Hasongo has mounted a wreckage on the horizon when you see a dozen junks sailing towards you. Even at the distance, you can tell they are making Godspeed. One of the ships pulls up alongside yours, and a well-dressed Amor man approaches the edge of the deck. You do not recognize him, but he grins cryptically at you. I'm Atsura, Grand Secretary of the Royal Deadfire Company, a special emissary of the Raga Nui of Ratui. He nods, but is gazing towards Hasongo with a particular smile. The Adra beacon, visible even here, shines brightly. It surprises me that you have largely escaped notice in the streets of Nakataka. I suspect that you will soon change. What is this about? I want to extend the thanks of the Royal Deadfire Company for what you've done here. He raises one hand towards the Adra beacon. You restored a valuable asset, whether or not that was your intention. He gives you a quick sly smile. Go to the palace of the Serpent's Crown, Nakataka. I will do that. The others at the palace will want to hear of this, no doubt, and you may as well take credit while the deed is fresh. Neither age asked Malgrog, say there's no time. Say nothing. Go to the Serpent's Crown, Nakataka, and later come and see me at the Brass Citadel. I am always eager to forge relationships with such resourceful individuals. At any rate, I have much to attend to, and it seems you do as well. Clear skies, Captain Buto. Atsura nods his crew, makes ready to sail once more. Okay. So, I still have no idea what that's on about. What's this? A crook spur captain. So these, it's kind of weird I can just see them like that. Maybe it's because I've explored the map. It'd be nice to actually get this whole map up and explore it. That way we can see kind of everything. Let's take a look at our journal, though. So he waits in the fire. Bounties. I mean, we got all these little side quests. But the Royal Deadfire Company. I want money. And like that's one of the things I'm going to have to do here, I think a bit off camera, is I'm going to start collecting up some of these side quests. And getting some money. And getting this, getting some better gear. Getting the boat better. I don't know if I want a bigger boat. Per se, but I definitely want better gear, and that's super freaking expensive. But we're gonna go ahead and head back to the Brass Empire, and head back to Nakataka, which is just southeast of here. So let's head on over yonder. Now where are we at? Okay. We're over here. So let's clear up some of the map a little bit. But yeah, I think... medicine repairs. It's fresh fruit. Yeah, I think I'm going to be doing quite a bit off camera. In order to, like I was saying, get some extra money. And that'll help with with getting the better. What's going on over here?
You blink and find yourself standing in the knee-high grass of an endless field, with the day just falling into dusk.
Oh, is it the gods again?
The grass still holds the warmth of late afternoon sunlight, but a chill breeze blows at your back, raising goose flesh down your arms. The chirr and trill of nightjars rises with the wind. In the inky bruise of the sky, stars ignite by the ones and twos. The tolling of a single bell joins the chorus of birdsong. Then another. The sound surrounds you. Every stalk of grass bears a delicate silver bell on its end, bobbing in the wind. The chill breeze becomes a howling gale, and the tide of ringing bells sweeps you off your feet. It carries you like flotsam through the sea of grass. Then, the earth falls away. The wind ceases, and you are sent tumbling up into the dark of the sky.
Oh, it's the gods again.
Watcher.
Oh!
The voice of the pallid night shakes the earth at your feet. You have returned to Bareth's realm, your soul once more called to attend the wishes of the god of death.
This shit again. Let me be a little benevolent here. I'm gonna bow.
Once again you have spoken with the child of light.
The pallid night says,
Tell me what you have learned.
Makes his way from Magrin's teeth.
Intriguing.
The pallid night stares past you, pensive.
I don't even see her.
While attend. Tell me what your many eyes perceive.
Her words ring out, and a heavy silence descends. In the silence breaks the murmur of countless voices. They speak all at once in languages both known and unknown to you. In the space beside Bareth, an eye blinks open, followed fast by several more. They are round, keen eyes of kith, the slit eyes of snakes, the small, dark marbles of birds, the bulbous lanterns of deep-sea fish.
Here we are.
The voices speak in unison. A figure walks through the cloud of eyes as one might step through a door. It is an Orlan, then a pale elf, an ocean human, a Naga. Each of them eyeless. They are Wal.
This is the first interesting thing to happen in ages, and we do so love a riddle.
The figure wears an Amawa's grin, and the many voices beneath its own titter.
We
Nothing.
see between the strings of the world, and Eothas is there, strumming them like a lute. His tongue is still, yet he sings of a coming joy. What tune he plays we do not know. It is complex, ever-shifting. One moment vibrating in harmony, the next in discord.
A man strides through the door to Bareth's realm. Behind him lope wolves with lolling tongues, and jungle cats whose long tails twitch with every step. Galawain, the changeling, arrives, and he brings with him the wild heart of Aora's untamed places. Fast on Galawain's heels, a small wave of seawater washes across the tiles. It pours off the edge of the platform and cascades down into the beyond. From out of the water rears a glowing lure, then the head of a gigantic fish. The round black eyes of Andra roll to meet yours.
Eothas is nothing if not resourceful. I admire his nerve.
In the changeling's voice, you hear the soft patter of rain on leaves and the rush of wind through treetops.
If his journey leads him back to us, he has proved himself worthy of return to the fold.
Eothas does not return to us. He returns to execute some grand plan. We must stop him.
Andra's voice rises like a tide, panic riding its crest. The doors lining the walls of Bareth's realm slam open in unison. Warped pieces of ancient armor and the remnants of discarded weapons roar through the doorways. They meet in the center of the room, in a shower of sparks, and form the vague figure of a man. Finally, a blacksmith's sledge hurtles past your shoulder, and the figure snatches it from the air. A man made half of metal and half of ruined skin stands before you. The rounded metal of a well-worn shield makes up most of his skull, his right eye socket, and jaw. His mouth is pulled forever into a half-grimace.
If Eothas has something foolish planned, perhaps we can turn him from that path and set him down a more productive one.
Abaddon's words crash and screech together, like long steel gears forced to movement for the first time in centuries.
Abaddon speaks with a child's naivety.
Andra says.
He violates not their realms, but mine. I feel his urgency in every stamp of his feet along my spine.
Andra says.
I will send tsunamis to slow him, if Mogren would stir the earth beneath Mogren's teeth.
The water at your feet recedes. Lava oozes up through the shallow water, and a woman made from the guts of the earth emerges. She settles her characteristic broadsword on her shoulder, and sighs a cloud of smoke and ash. Mogren returns.
In the age when our steps carved valleys across the face of Aora, our bodies were impervious to all but the strongest attacks.
Mogren says.
I doubt fire and water will be enough to stop him. But I will bear down upon Eothas with all the heat and fury of the earth. If I must.
Worth trying at least.
The deep, bellowing cry of an aurochs shakes the ground beneath your feet. The cry drones on and on, a moan without end. Wal's many eyes squeeze shut. Andra slips back beneath her waves. Mogren dissipates in a swirling cloud of steam. Galawain's beasts cower and whine. Only the pallid night stands impassive.
My end comes to all things in time. Should Eothas care to hasten the inevitable, I welcome his efforts.
I don't understand.
Eothas seeks a slate wiped clean.
Remergond says.
Freedom from the endless revolutions of Barath's wheel. The final emancipation of the countless stolen mortal lives the gods hoard within themselves.
The child of light will not choose the hour of my death.
Mogren tests the edge of her broadsword with a smoldering finger.
He sows chaos in his longing for a radiant dawn.
Andra says.
So much will be lost in the cacophony of fear his actions inspire.
The crack of thunder rends the air. The gods fall silent.
We can wait no longer to act.
The pallid knight says.
Speak with him, Watcher. Discover what it is he plans.
I'll do my best.
Water begins to creep across the floor. It swells, runs swiftly, and catches at your ankles. You scrabble at the tiles, but it's no use. The current's pull drags you off the edge of Barath's realm, and into the fathomless beyond. You splash down in water so dark you can't see the bottom. Then, the water recedes, gone like a dream upon waking. The hard wood of your cabin's floor presses against your spine. The gods are gone, but you remain.
Interesting. So he's basically trying to wipe all the gods out, I'm guessing, or just, like, completely redo the entire universe. Interesting is interesting.
Not a problem.
Nothing in there. Why am I back in my cabin? What do you guys say?
My lord, what do you require?
Okay, well. Let's get above deck. So where are we at? Okay, so we're just on the opposite side. A lice on the railing of a ship. A massive missive bound to its leg bears the signal of Kahanga tribe. Truly, it would be my honor to host the savior of Hasongo at the Kahanga Palace. Nakata is a city for the Hwana and outsiders alike. There is no shortage of work for the Kith who are determined to be useful as you. Should you have the stamina for a good climb, the palace's top serpent's crown should be your second home. Think of it. Okay. Oh. Oh, repair supplies. Just starting to run a little low. So, how in the world are we going to be able to stop this god? Interesting thoughts. Interesting thoughts. But we're going to make our way back to Nekataka. I'm going to end up having to get some potions and stuff because I think I've been running kind of low on that. It's not a good thing. And so we're going to have to do a bunch of restocking. We're going to go to this party. We're going to do a bunch of things, but that's going to have to wait until next time. It's going to have to wait until next time, people. But I thank you all for tuning on in. If you liked today's video, go ahead and leave a like. Comment on down below. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Because I'm just going to keep bringing this at you until I re-wrap it all on up. But until next time, everybody, you take it easy. And I'll see you around. Peace.